If you know, you know, and you know what time it is. It's time for Akhi to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm not about to report this news, I'm about to preach this news. So that being said, if you are allergic to the truth, then this might actually hurt your eardrum. So Timothy Bradley, as usual, he came out and made a bogus statement stating that Terence Crawford actually beats a prime Floyd Money Mayweather. Matter of fact, scratch that. A pretty boy Floyd Money Mayweather, the pretty boy version. He stated that Terence Crawford has more tools, he's more skilled, he's more talented, and he beats Floyd Mayweather all the way around. Now, Max Kellerman disagreed with him, and he stated that Floyd Mayweather in his prime, he sees him outboxing Terence Crawford because he had better defense, which I agree with Max Kellerman. Now, don't get me wrong, what I'm about to say doesn't involve Terence Crawford. As soon as I laid my eyes on Terence Crawford years ago, I told y'all he was going to be pound for pound #1 in the future. And I spoke that to existence. I mean, I'm out here looking like a prophet. That being said, Timothy Bradley made a ridiculous statement. Let me explain why. First of all, if Timothy Bradley truly believes that Terence Crawford is the best talent he's seen for years, then how come when Lomachenko was going up against Luke Campbell, who already have lost to Linares, the same fighter that Lomachenko actually stopped? So that being said, Timothy Bradley stated that if Lomachenko defeats Luke Campbell, he will rank him as pound for pound #1 over Terence Crawford, even though Terence Crawford is my boy. That's exactly the words that came out of Timothy Bradley's mouth. Matter of fact, he even went as far as debating with Andre Ward on why Lomachenko is pound for pound #1. And it was almost like Teddy Atlas was speaking, not Timothy Bradley. And I actually made a video on that, so I'm gonna leave the link for the video in the description box below for the people that want to claim that Lomachenko is pound for pound #1. I counted everything Timothy Bradley had to say or brought up. So I bring that up because Timothy Bradley debated with Andre Ward while Lomachenko is pound for pound #1. And with friends like Timothy Bradley, who needs enemies? I mean, Terence Crawford's supposed to be his man, and he believed that Terence Crawford could beat a Floyd Money Mayweather. Then how is Timothy Bradley gonna justify saying that Lomachenko was pound for pound #1 in the past? If you knew Terence Crawford was that great, if you felt that he had that skill set to actually beat Floyd. So I brought that up because the things that Timothy Bradley have been saying over the years is not adding up. He contradicted himself in a way. And the fact that he brought up Floyd Money Mayweather, he didn't fight Sugar Shane Mosley in his prime, right? And he acted like he made a great point. Well, if you know your facts, Timothy Bradley, then you know Sugar Shane Mosley was the one that was ducking Pretty Boy Floyd. He even blamed it on his tooth when Larry asked him that during a post-fight interview. And Sugar Shane Mosley actually avoided Pretty Boy Floyd at 135 and at 147 way before they fought. He only fought Floyd Money Mayweather when Floyd turned to the money man, when he became the #1 draw in the sport. Then it was a win-win situation, but he wanted no part of Floyd. So you acted like Floyd Mayweather didn't fight Sugar Shane Mosley in his prime because he was afraid of Sugar Shane Mosley, when it was the other way around. So since that's out the way, let's hop on to the next point. Timothy Bradley was the same guy that avoided Amir Khan at 140 when they were supposed to fight for undisputed. And he actually stated one fight that he will come out of retirement for is actually an Amir Khan fight because that still bothered him. So it's not Floyd Mayweather that avoided fighters in his prime or even after he became Money May, because he even fought the likes of Pacquiao that beat Timothy Bradley. He fought the likes of Canelo Alvarez and beat him every single round. That's the guy that Terence Crawford is trying to move up 2 weight divisions and fight to actually dare himself to be great and go on the list with a Floyd Money Mayweather possibly. So regardless of the skill set that Floyd had, which in my opinion tops every fighter today, including Terence Crawford, his resume alone, not after he became Money May, just the Pretty Boy stage, tops everything that Terence Crawford did so far. Not suggesting that Terence Crawford doesn't have a great resume. I rank him as pound for pound #1. However, Floyd Mayweather is on a lead of his own. Until Terence Crawford actually joined that lead, we really can't put Terence Crawford against a Floyd Mayweather and claim that he could beat a Floyd. Because Floyd Mayweather, talent level, skill level, dedication, top almost every fighter in the game. And that's no disrespect to Terence. The fact that fighters and people are comparing Terence to Floyd shows that Terence Crawford is actually on his way to greatness, which is one thing. However, to state that Terence Crawford beats a Floyd Money Mayweather, not give him a tough time, just beats him, that's another. That's definitely a reach by Timothy Bradley, and it sounds like he's speaking from emotion, not from his logic. So that being said, it ain't like Floyd Money Mayweather didn't prove himself time and time again, moving up 5 different weight divisions, being every single fighter almost in every single division, dominating 95% of the fighters he fought, never been dropped, fighting fighters 20 pounds bigger than him, even when he was 36 years old. So to make a bogus statement like that without stating that, hey, Terence Crawford, he might give Floyd Mayweather a hard time, or he will give Floyd Mayweather a hard time, but just stating that he beats a Floyd Mayweather without showing Floyd any respect, stating that he was ducking Mosley, which is a false statement, which already proves that, hey, whatever Timothy Bradley says is definitely not trustworthy because the facts are incorrect. So it's obvious that Timothy Bradley's opinion is biased, and that's why it's not trustworthy. And last but not least, Timothy Bradley brought up the fact that Terence Crawford could fight multiple ways. He could do it all. And he definitely not lying about that part. I mean, Terence Crawford, he could fight going forward, going backward. He could fight being a southpaw, being an orthodox fighter. So Timothy Bradley brought up the fact that Terence Crawford could fight on the back foot, on the front foot, just as well as anybody in the world, right? However, he dismissed the fact that Floyd Mayweather showed and proved that he could do it all too. Floyd Money Mayweather, time and time again, he fought in the inside, he fought on the outside, he fought mid-range, and matter of fact, he fought fighters at their own game and beat them at their own game. So we gonna act like Floyd Mayweather didn't show and prove that he could do it all just as well, if not better than anybody else, against the Manny Pacquiaos of the world, against the Canelos of the world, against the Corrales of the world, guys that actually beat Timothy Bradley multiple times like Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. All it took is one time and he schooled him like he stole some. So for Timothy Bradley to discredit Floyd and praise Terence Crawford is a disappointment. Because it's one thing to praise Terence Crawford, but praise Terence Crawford and give him his credit by ranking him as pound for pound #1 over a Lomachenko. Instead of stating Lomachenko, oh man, Terence Crawford, he my boy, but Lomachenko, he pound for pound #1 because he's Lomachenko. Like I said, he be speaking like he's Teddy Atlas. His reasoning for Lomachenko being pound for pound #1 is because he's Lomachenko. You know, without justifying it. And like I said, every point that Timothy Bradley brought up to justify why Lomachenko is pound for pound #1 over Terence Crawford at the time, I countered it. And I'm going to leave the link for that video in the comments below. So check it out if you want to disagree, or if you even think about disagreeing. So, like I said, you could praise Crawford how he should be praised. However, do it in the right manner. Don't praise him and discredit Floyd. and overpraise Lomachenko. That don't make any sense. And after making that bogus statement, ain't no telling what Timothy Bradley might say next. He might say Lomachenko beats a prime Floyd. So I'm going to leave it at that. Because regardless of what Timothy Bradley says, as soon as he made a false statement about Floyd Money Mayweather not fighting Sugar Shane Mosley in his prime, that pretty much canceled out everything he stated after that. And funny enough, Max Kellerman, he even discredited Crawford himself by stating Mean Machine ain't all of that. However, I don't hear Max Kellerman criticizing Tyson Fury for him cherry picking his last two opponents. He never brought up the fact his opponents are just fighters that's not even ranked on the top 10, and Tom Schwartz not even being ranked on the top 50. So, like I said, they keep overpraising these fighters on the hope list and discrediting these fighters on the coincidental list, and best believe it's not a coincidence. So subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't, and listen to these casual fans or old media. And like I always say, I appreciate Dante for giving me the opportunity to post on his platform. He believes in his Akhi, and you best believe he's not mistaken. So click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post to go live on Split Decision. And we going live this upcoming Sunday. So be on the lookout for the cookout. We back on the map. We're going to definitely touch on this subject and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Until then, make sure y'all follow Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. I'm going to leave his link on the description box below. Peace, and we out.